Good morning and welcome to TMI Socials. Hello July, Happy New Month, Happy New Week, and of course a Happy New Year as well. The past weekend was full of plenty drama, left, right, center. I think one word to tag it would be love and weddings, from Sharon Ojo wedding up into Chivido, 2024, and a whole lot of things that also, trended on social media. This is TMI Socials, and I am Anwoluwapo Stevens, your social media butterfly. Now let's move over to how it all went down during the street of socials precisely on Saturday, as the former First Lady, Patience Jonathan, was trending because she said she would decline if asked to return to the presidential villa in Abuja, stressing that she never told her husband to remain in office after he lost the 2015 presidential poll. So the former First Lady spoke at a colloquium organized to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations in Abuja. Jonathan, who delivered a speech on public relations, value, reorientation, and economic transformation, said the stress of Nigeria is too much, adding that she looks younger than she was whilst her husband was president. Let's take a listen.
Because to me, if you call me now for villa, I won't go there. I won't go there. Don't you see how young I am? Because the stress is so much. The stress of Nigeria is so much. If God managed to bring you out of it, you should glorify God. And thank God for the Lord's doing. Because He's marvelous in His eyes. He has taken you there once. Why do you want to go there again? Yeah, I won't go. I need peace, so I need your love. I want to share love with you. May God bless us all.
Now, this woman is a chief content creator. I mean, he has taken you there once. Why do you want to go back again? Let's move over to how you've been reacting to this on socials. This guy says, Topia Bell says, I need peace, so it's her voice for me, laughing out loud. Peaceful Betty says, she gave us premium content during her husband regime. And then another person says, who else missed Mama P? She done sharply drop banga now. She tell me about it. Now this one says, she actually is glowing and looking younger. Mommy, what's the secret? And Silence says, it is marvelous in his eyes. If you know, you know. Now let me quickly take you over to how she, did do during her husband's regime with a particular video of There Is God, though, if we can see that right now. Take a look.
Do you come with two teachers? No. You were not informed too? Continue. No problem. God will see us. There is God. There is God in everything we are doing. Those bloods that are sharing in Borno will answer. What of two teachers, WAEC, what of two teachers that can tell us that they conducted that exam? Do you come with any? Principal? No, too. You waka come. Okay. Now the First Lady is calling you, come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. 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 There is God.
Now, indeed, the blood you are sharing there is good. I remember when this video trended, during her husband regime, it was just everywhere. Up until date, a lot of musicians and content creators still use it on socials. But away from that now, let's move over to Borno State, which she did mention, in that video. But interestingly, Borno State was trending as 18 people were killed on Saturday when 4 suicide bombers set off improvised explosive devices in Gwoza, Borno State. Now, the State Emergency Management Agency did say, so the attack, one of the deadliest reported in the state in recent months, injured more than 30 persons, and the degree of injuries ranges from abdominal ruptures to skull and limb fractures. Now, let's see how it all happened on Saturday in Borno State.
Now to go get them down, what do we wait for? That jungle side. It don't happen again for this village.
Sad story indeed. The presidency has reacted to this, but let's see your thoughts on socials. Atiku Abubakar respondent says it is a sad development that the ugly incidents of terrorism are resurfacing and indeed ministerizing in the northeast. The reported attack by suicide bombers at a wedding reception, funeral procession, and a hospital on Saturday stands to be condemned. And then he went on and on with that particular statement there. Away from that now, let's move over to another interesting trending story that trended during the course of the weekend. Peter Obi again was in the news. Yes, so Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, along with other imprisoned freedom fighters. Now, Obi stated that there was no justification for the ongoing detention of the IPOB leader, and then he also addressed the insecurity situation in the country. Let's listen to what he said verbatim.
I don't see anything why his continued detention, quite frankly, especially as the law, the courts have granted him bail. Government must obey the law. Rule of law is an intrinsic asset that we must cherish and live with. And I've said I'm going to discuss with every agitator. And I use the same opportunity to plead to government to ensure that all those who are in similar conditions are released and discussed with. We're a democratic government. We shouldn't be doing things that are arbitrary and not within the law. It is worrisome what is happening in Nigeria, waking up every day with killings, kidnappings, abductions, and everywhere, which has now made Nigeria one of the most insecure places on the surface of the earth. In fact, it's leading to a failed nation. And that requires an urgent attention of everybody.
Interesting. Plenty of things been said, in that particular video. Release Nnamdi Kanu, that's what he's saying. And he also talked about the insecurity situation happening in the country. Now, let's move over to your thoughts on this particular war. And this guy says, this doesn't make any sense. You're complaining about insecurity, but you want a terrorist released. Another thought, just one more thought. Reno Omokri says, by calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu yesterday, Peter Obi finally exposed himself and his obedience and where their allegiance lie, and then it said a whole lot of things, on the particular comment there. But Sonny Jukokosu, what do you think about?
Well, I think it's something that the government of the day needs to look at dispassionately, and if that will bring a lasting peace in the southeast, why not?
Really?
But I think that it's something that they need to look at critically, look at all the sides and see what best is possible. I remember that Sunday also found himself in such a very critical situation. He's since been granted some sort of pardon and is back into the country contributing his own quota, as it were. So it's something that needs to be looked into, dispassionate for us to have a way out of it. So, thank you. Nice segment, by the way.
Thanks for having me.